Assalamu alaikum. I'm absolutely delighted to be here. My thanks to the Islam Channel, the organisers, and congratulations as well on achieving the huge scale of this event once again this year. And let me also extend a personal welcome to everybody as one of the local members of Parliament to the Excel Centre, which in a little less than 3 years is going to be one of the Olympic game venues in 2012, and I particularly want to welcome all those who've come from outside the UK to join us for this very impressive and important event. And it is very impressive from my point of view to see such a large number of people coming together here in East London in the name of faith. I first came to East London 30 years ago when I was a student to help out on a church project not far away in Forest Gate, and I'm still a member of the new church which was set up by the project team a little while later on in Plaistow. So for me, faith has always been the starting point for my involvement in our local community in this area and my starting point in politics. We're about to see on London buses some adverts that say there probably isn't a God, when parts of our society are so deeply secular as they are today, so hostile to acknowledgement of God. I want today to express appreciation and thanks to Muslims in Britain for insisting on faith, for helping put faith back today at the centre of Britain's national life and debate in a way that it wasn't for a very long time. You are a very important part of the reason for that change, and it's a change that I welcome, that people again are talking about faith in the UK. I'm the Labour Party's Vice Chair for faith groups, and people sometimes say you shouldn't mix faith and politics, that if you do, you're asking for trouble. I take the opposite view. We need a lot more people taking up politics from the starting point of faith, because faith is the source of decent values, honesty, responsibility, commitment to family, generosity, solidarity, support for peace, anger at injustice and at poverty, decent values which the Muslim community shows in abundance. Those are exactly the values that we need in politics and which this event can help us to promote. And if we don't have those values in our politics, then our politics will be much the worse as a result. Earlier this year, the BBC World Service broadcast a radio programme that was recorded locally. They visited with me 2 mosques, the Shah Jalal Mosque in Manor Park, Anjuman-e-Islamia in East Ham, and we went to 2 churches, a Hindu temple and a Sikh Gurdwara. And what struck me again in those visits, and what was communicated in that programme to listeners around the world, was the positive contribution to cohesion which those faith groups and the projects that they were involved in are bringing to the community that I represent in Parliament. Because what are our hopes for Britain? We aspire not just for successful businesses, but also for companies and business people who take account of the social, the environmental impact of their businesses. We want business people who recognise not only the money they can make, but also the good that they can achieve. We're aiming not only for better educated young people learning in well-equipped schools, but also for young people who are at ease with who they are in our society, learning and imagining what they might contribute to our country's future. We're aiming not just for a world-class health service with dedicated staff, but also for respect and understanding of our individual needs and of the needs of our communities. We aspire for a society which values the talents of every single person, allowing us to contribute with every individual achieving what none of us, no matter how wealthy we were, could achieve on our own.